stuck here. The cops won't bother me.
This is what most of the suburbs in the United States looks like now. It's all of these very large homes. It used to be in the 1950s and 60s, people had the new developments, but they would build much smaller houses. And now, this is a small house. These really are the small houses of this area. It's incredible how big these houses have become. They're nice, nothing wrong with it. These new little developments. But I often wonder, why are we building such large houses? People nowadays have smaller and smaller families. And do you really need a big house like this? You know, one of the issues with big houses, just to heat them up and cool them, costs a lot of money, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. Now we're getting more into the poor area. So this is like an older neighborhood, but with townhouses. That's when you know, like, it's the has-beens and the never-beens, or whatever that saying goes. Townhouses, man. Even townhouses around here are extremely expensive. There's a Range Rover in this area. I never understood that. Like, why are there like expensive cars in a low-income area? I guess this isn't that low income, but I guess it's all relative, right? So funny. Like, I'm like the poorest person here. I don't even have a fucking job, man. I shouldn't be talking trash about these people. I bet they're extreme hardworking people. You can still be poor and be hardworking. There's no problem there. There's a lot of hardworking poor people. Highland Village. Who are you kidding? I love how they name things. They're pretending that they're trying to fool us into like paying more for what something is worth. Like the Chevy Malibu. Yeah, you'll never be able to afford Malibu, so you might as well just buy a Chevy Malibu. There's a warehouse over there. Never seen that. Where does this go? So you're paying what, $6,000 for a house like this, right? And then you have maybe 2 cars, maybe you and your wife or whatever have 2 cars, so you're paying what, $600 for that, maybe. Life in America is not cheap, and the problem is that once one of your friends buys one of these garbage houses, you are kind of forced into doing the same, because that is the nature of people. You want to be able to keep up. You know, they buy like an expensive car, and then even if they don't say anything, you feel the pressure that you somehow need to buy an expensive car. And in a way I fight that, because, you know, I never buy anything new. I buy the cheapest. I do not like the most expensive stuff. I like stray dogs, stray cars, and stray motorcycles. The only thing I don't like that's used are women. I like my women to be absolutely brand new. I want them to be hardly used. I want to be able to take them back to the store if there's anything wrong with them.